Hello, this is Ron Prescott with the Iowa Retail Initiative with Iowa State University Extension and Outreach. Today we're going to talk about how to set up an advertising campaign. And if you already have a Facebook page on your personal side, you will first have to set up a Facebook page on the business side, which is what I'm showing here. This is the Iowa Retail Initiative. It's a brand new page we just put up. And so I've decided I need to put some campaigns together, some advertising campaigns, so I thought I'd video it, and so you can see how great a tool this is and how easy it is to perform. Once you have your business page set up, and it doesn't take a great deal of time, it probably takes more time to find the photos than it does to really set up the page, but once that is done, it'll look similar to this. And if you click on Ads Manager, this is going to take you to a dashboard for all your campaigns. Now currently I don't have any. This will be the first one, but there's quite a few also analytics that you can take a look at, is how many hits and where people are going from your Facebook page, and some editing also. And so in this case, say I don't have anything, I don't have any data to look at, I'm going to create my first ad. When you click on create an ad, it's going to ask you, okay, what do you want people to do? Do you want people to go to another Facebook page? Do you want them to go to a web page? I'd like to direct them to our web page for retail analysis. I'll put in that web page. Once you click on that, then it's taking you into the information for the ad itself. And the headline I could put in was Iowa Retail Analysis. And as I'm typing, you see on the right-hand side here, it's creating some text for me. For 2012, so that text will go right here. It's asking for an image, and you can click on upload to put in an image. I'm just looking for an image of the report itself that I'll drop in there, and it's here. So it'll upload that, and then it'll put this image into your advertising. You can put your storefront in there. You can put a number of things. If you click this related page, it'll show up how many other people like this page, and you've probably seen that on some other advertising. Choose your audience. When you look to the upper right-hand corner here, it's right now trying to figure out the current audience in the United States for Facebook. And it takes a little bit to calculate that. I'm not interested in advertising to the whole United States, because the whole United States isn't interested in Iowa retail analysis reports. I am interested in advertising in Iowa. And so if I select Iowa, we come up with 1.5 million Facebook pages in Iowa. And that's my target audience right now. And here's the suggested bid right now. I should probably bid something like $1.50 or $2 a day to reach those people. So that's just the beginning of this process. Then it asks age. 13, I probably wouldn't be interested in 13. But I probably would raise that to about 20. I'm looking for folks that are in business. Gender, it doesn't make any difference to me whether it's male or female. I'm looking for both. But notice when I increase the age to 20, this came down to 1.3 million. And it keeps narrowing down as you work through this process. Just keep watching this particular number. As far as interest, this is driven by what Facebook has categorized that their interest is, and it may be things that you've clicked on, things that you've liked. And in this case, there's an audience of about 39 million that have indicated retail. And when we take a look at Iowa, that portion, about 98,000 people have indicated that they have interest in retail through their Facebook. So right now your audience is down to 98,000. I could even go further down. I could click on toy stores or confectionery stores and even narrow it down further. But I'll go back to some broad categories. business and technology, I would be interested in small business owners. So here's another filter. Now I've narrowed it down to 9,240 people that are interested in retail and are small business owners. And so you can see what's happening here is I'm really targeting my audience even within Iowa. Friends of connections, I can target people and their friends. I can enter in pages and apps and event names if I want to go in that direction. But now this is pretty much, I've narrowed it down as far as I care to go. I don't want to get it too narrow. I'd like to keep it somewhat broad. And I can try this, and you can try it for a week. And if you don't get the likes or the hits that you think you really want, broaden it back out again. But as a test, I mean, it's telling me I should probably have a ad budget of about $1.40 or $1.50 a day. And so we'll come down to now it's talking about the pricing and scheduling. The currency, United States, the timeline. This is my campaign name, which is basically the URL for the web page. My campaign budget, you know, it defaults to $10 a day, but I don't need $10 a day. I'm just going to spend $2 a day. And I'm not going to run it continuously. I've decided to put a start and a stop date to this campaign. So I'm going to run it for 30 days. So then I'm obligating $60 to this campaign. And I'm going to see what kind of return am I going to receive for $60 on Facebook. And this is really important that you follow up with this. And there's some other things we can build into this page that'll track where these folks go. I can embed a bit of code on my web page there, and it'll say, okay, how many people clicked from Facebook and ended up on your web page, or how many people actually added something to the cart on your retail web page. And so you can embed these pieces of code into your web page or your destination page also. That'll give you a little bit of return on your investment indication. So anyway, back to the campaign schedule. Starting and ending, we're going to start at 10:47 a.m., hence the question about the account time zone. And we're going to run it for about 30 days and end at the same time. Now I have this conversion tracking is what I was talking about earlier. If I click this, it's going to create some source code that I can embed in my website. And as I was saying before, it could be your web page, your home web page. It could be a number of things that you can embed some source code. And when people from your Facebook ad actually click into that page, Facebook is going to keep track of that for you. But that is an option. And so if I click this, it's going to take me into that track conversion. And that's probably a whole nother discussion, a whole nother video. I have a choice of two pricing scenarios. Optimize for clicks, meaning they're going to like my page, or optimize for impressions, meaning they're just going to see the ad. If you notice some of the advertising on Facebook, it'll have like, share, link onto it. And in this case, I'm just going to have optimize for impressions, because really what I'm trying to do, I'm not really necessarily trying to build a lot of followers on my Facebook page, but what I am trying to do is put an advertisement out there, click on this because the new retail trade reports have just been updated, and I want to take them to that website. If I wanted them to receive every post that I put on my Facebook, I would select optimize for clicks. But in this particular case, on my first run on this, I'm going to optimize for impressions. When I clicked optimize for impressions, you see this had changed. It's now 8 cents per 1,000 impressions. And if I had clicked optimize for clicks, that's more expensive. Now I'm paying 66 cents for every time someone clicks on my ad, meaning that they're going to like my page. Right now I'm just going to click optimize for impressions. When I click review, it's exactly what it means. It's going to bring up my ad, and if I like it, I'm not too excited about this graphic. I think it might be a little bit too small. I'd recommend something maybe a little more eye-catching than that. And it tells the audience how I've narrowed it down. It provides my bid, my daily budget, and the duration. Then all I have to do, if I don't like it, I can go back and change that graphic and edit it out. and place my order. Once I place my order, in my case, I need to set up a credit card payment system for this particular account. But that's about how easy it is to set up your first ad. But I really would stress it's the tracking and what kind of return are you getting for these particular dollars. It's one thing to have a lot of followers, but it's another thing, is it bringing in the revenue? Is it at least bringing them into your website? And even better, if you have an online system, are they actually ending up in sales? Are they putting something in the cart? Or are you driving them to your web page where there's a coupon, and that coupon is then being used in your store so you can actually track it? I think that's extremely important in all the social media and all the advertising, is how can you track this and say, okay, I spent $20 for this, and I know that there were 4 or 5 coupons brought into the store. Was it really worth the money I spent for the advertising? And that's the question we ask, of course, in all advertising. Thanks again. Feel free to take a look at our webpage, Ron Prescott with Iowa State University. Look forward to helping out in the future. Thanks a lot.